Today we are going to talk about the flying fish mid-length bird. Let's go. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Gwen, and today we are going to talk about the mid-length from flying fish. If you remember, a few months ago I did post a review of the downwind bird from flying fish, and they came up with a mid-length version which I'm really stoked about. Today we are going to talk about it. A little about flying fish. It's a company based out of Stuart, Florida. So the birds are made in the US, which is really cool, and they've been really well known in the sub racing world. So some of the best sub racers in the world are using flying fish birds, and as of a few years ago they started getting into the foil birds, and I got a downwind bird from them last year, and now the mid-length bird. So they've asked me to help them kind of like design a mid-length bird that will work really well. So we've done a few prototypes, and this is the latest version, and I'm super stoked about it. So we're going to talk about it. I'm going to put the link in the description. Check it out, wingfoilprocenter.com. If you find value out of our videos, all the gear we always talk about in the channel is available there. We appreciate you. We appreciate the support. Let's talk about the mid-length from flying fish. So this one is a 60 liters. So obviously it's going to be made custom, so you can really pick whatever you want. This is the perfect size for me, but you can go bigger or smaller depending on what you are looking for. So this one specifically is 60 liter, 5.6 and 18.5. It is really light. It comes in at 9 pounds, and I've been using it for winging and for the parawing, and it's been really incredible. So the bird is really efficient. It's pretty stable because it kind of like has a flat bottom, but it's round enough all the way until about like here, so about where your front foot would go. That kind of like round bottom on the front is really going to allow you to have an efficient pump when you are getting going, and then those sharper edges toward the back are going to give you a really good release also on the takeoff. It's tapered toward the back, tapered of course on the width, but also it comes in a little the tail, so again on the pumping it's going to pump really well. We have a long track, so it's going to accommodate a lot of different foils. Because it's made custom, just make sure you let us know what foil you use, and we can make sure that the track will be in the right size. If you want a smaller track to make it lighter, totally possible as well. No inserts on the bird. This is really to make it as light as possible, high performance. It's a really well-built bird, made in the US, so if you have any issue, if you live in Florida, you can always bring it back to the shop if you have any issue with it. But so far I haven't had any issue, even with my downwind bird, no issue at all. Didn't have to make any repair, which that actually is pretty common with me, because downwind birds, you put them on and off the van, shuttles and everything. It's pretty common to have dings. Mine haven't had a ding at all. So really well built, super efficient. On the front, I like that there is a bit of a recessed deck, so you have a bit more like built up volume on the front, and your feet are gonna sit a little lower. It's gonna give you a more like direct connection. We moved from the initial prototypes, we moved a bit more volume on the front, and I feel like now the balance is perfect. So it makes it easy to get to your knees, to get to your feet, to take off, and then once you're up on foil, because the bird is so light and narrow, it just feels like a really fun bird to ride. It has an automatic vent plug, so you don't have to worry about traveling or having to remove the screw or whatever. It is there, and you don't have to mess with it. It's gonna keep your bird really nice. If you keep it and it's a bit hot in the car or whatever, it's gonna be no problem. On the color side, which can be maybe important for you, because it's made custom, you can really, pick whatever you want. So that's a pretty cool option. And in my opinion, with this board, you have durability, you have performance, you have accessibility. You can make it the size you want it to be. And so overall, after riding it for a while, I can say that this is like literally one of my favorite boards that I've had so far. So in my opinion, if you are winging, if you are on the parawing, you need a mid-length board. It's so versatile, and really, honestly, I use it in all conditions. So the more compact wing board, in my opinion, is something of the past, or of course, it's really helpful when you are learning, but as soon as you can get up on foil, you can drive, you want to get into the parawing, a mid-length board is going to be the way to go, in my opinion. And here we have a really great option from Flying Fish. I think it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to have it ready, so that's something to think about, but you know that like it's going to be worth the wait to have something that's like, you know, really high quality, super light, something that you're gonna have fun for a long time. So I hope that you enjoy this video. I'm super fired up, honestly, on this board. If you have a Flying Fish board, let us know in the comment what you think. If you know, maybe you've had any like issue with it, you know, we want to know everything, the good, the bad, because we want to make sure that everybody makes the right decision for them. So on this note, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.